Hey, ¿qué pasa, Calexico? Welcome back to the podcast. Before I begin, I'm not going to name my sponsors because I have a couple students here that don't want to get involved with sponsorships and students. But I do want to thank, everybody in the front lines. I want to thank, doctors, nurses, people at the supermarkets, pharmacists, police officers, fire department, everybody out there that's trying to keep us safe and, trying to keep, us fed, and our teachers trying to teach us something in the situation we're going through. These past couple of days I've been talking to a lot of teachers, and thought it was a good idea to talk to some students to see how they're doing, and I reached out to my friend JP. I've known JP. I was thinking of how long I've known JP, and it's crazy. You were probably 6. Yeah. Because if you think about it, Diego and Eduardo weren't even born yet when you guys were playing flag football.
Yeah, I'm 7 years older, 6
or 7, yeah. So, I've known you for a long time. And then, I know your friend Efrain is, are you the class president or
I'm class president.
Class president, yeah. So I thought, it was a good idea to have you both on and, kind of see how you guys were doing. Well, today's guest is JP Andrade and Efrain Villegas. Thank you guys for being here and
you for having us.
And waking up early and even though it's almost 2:00 in the afternoon. But yeah, we're chatting a little bit and talking about our sleep schedules and how you guys are doing and stuff like that. But overall, how you guys are doing? Are you guys doing with this whole social distancing?
Honestly, I just been trying to stay busy, but there hasn't been much to do. I mean, I've had few amount of homework, but honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I probably opened my backpack once or twice, and other than that, it's been the usual Netflix, playing Xbox, just chilling in my house.
Yeah, me too. I just try and keep busy, because there's not much to do and there's too much time. And as long as I'm doing something, I get distracted, because if not, you just start thinking too much, too many hours.
Yeah,
kind of affects you.
Are you guys watching the news and stuff like that, or just staying away from it?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it every now and then, but I'm not really too into it.
It's always on.
Yeah, and it's not from my perspective, it's not healthy to always have it on or always being on it, because it's always the same. It's the same thing being repeated over and over, and you don't have to really listen to it all the time. You already know what's going on. Maybe check it once a day and kind of but
it's hard to avoid it though, because it's all over the social media. No matter what you see, it's coronavirus this, coronavirus that. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible to avoid it.
Have you both of you communicated with your teachers?
Probably with 2 of them. I communicated with Ms. Lopez and I think my counselor about some personal stuff.
Well, most of my teachers, they all post stuff on Google Classroom. Yeah. That's about it. And they just give us assignments, and some of them asked us to comment back, if we could see them, and that was the last thing that I did with my teachers.
And none of them have had any Zoom meetings and stuff like that.
We just had one for ASB.
Yeah.
What about your friends? Have you guys been talking to your friends through Zoom or
FaceTime basically, or just group calls, Snapchat, social media?
That's been pretty easy.
More or less, do you know if most of your friends have been talking to their teachers, or is it kind of up in the air?
I know some have some are actually on top of their work a lot, but I know most of them are right now they're feeling kind of unmotivated to do any work, so I feel not much of them are really logging into a Google Classroom and stuff like that.
Yeah, most of my close friends, they're all into it, but I've had a few people text me and ask me am I supposed to be checking my online, and I'm just I don't know, it's up to you. So I don't know, it just depends.
You friend, you're since you're in ASB, well, both of you are in ASB. Have you guys been meeting and kind of talking about this whole situation?
We had one Zoom call where the whole class was in it, and we are just like trying to like find new ways so that we can get the school involved like while we're in quarantine. So like we came up with different ideas for like our Instagram and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Yeah. Well, they tried doing like online Spirit Week, but a lot of people, since it was like I don't know, they didn't like really want to do it.
Yeah, I think it was that first week, right, when we left school that you guys did the virtual Spirit Week.
Yeah.
No, it was the second week. Because Yearbook did one, and then ASB did another one.
Oh, okay. So you guys have been talking to Mr. Martinez and kind of like trying to stay in touch with everybody.
Yeah, every now and then, yeah.
I was talking to Ms. Lopez, and I asked her if she had any questions, and she told me one of the questions she came up with was that now that you guys know that you guys aren't going back to school, is there something that you guys regret that you could have done, differently?
Honestly, there's a lot of things I wish like I could have done before I left, but I mean, there's no going back, so I don't even want to like speak on that again.
I mean, at least I wish I would have been able to like say bye to everyone, or like to my teachers at least. That's the only thing. Yeah, like the fact that I'm never gonna see them.
I mean, it's not crazy. It's not never. I mean, you guys can always come back and visit, but yeah, it is like talking to, I think it was Ms. Lopez when I was talking to her, was the fact that it was Mr. Nunez. This was Nunez, and it's hard to think about the year already kind of ending, and there was really no closure because it was like Monday, and then by 2:00 you guys were told that you guys weren't coming back. So like it was like there was no closure, no saying bye and stuff like that. It was kind of hard, but I mean, something that you guys have that probably if something like this would have happened in my times is that you guys have technology like this that you can always connect with teachers and I think most of your teachers are there if you guys want to chat or whatnot. I know Ms. Lopez is really open to chatting with you guys. So I mean, that's something that if you think of a positive, is that you guys have this kind of technology, and other people like I said, like me wouldn't been able to do this. I would have to wait till this whole thing blew over and I could come by and visit. But speaking of positive, have you guys thought of any things that you're getting out of it, positive things that you are guys getting out of this situation?
Sleep, I think is probably the main one. Well, I mean, just free time with my family, I guess. But I kind of miss school. But I mean, yeah, I try to stay positive and I try to think about all the free time I have with my family and all the stuff all the time I have for myself. That's about it.
For me, I guess just spending so much time with my family. We don't usually do many activities. Since there's so much time, we could just do a bunch of random stuff. We go out running or something, which we would have never done during normal times, or having time to do random things in my room that I would have never thought of doing. And now it's just with all this time, I could do anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it seems like even though we're home most of the days, the day goes by faster. At least to me, I don't know about to you guys, but
I don't know. Faster at home. I think my day feels eternal at home. I always want to get tired and go to sleep, so it can be the next day already.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things also that I've noticed that, since I'm not going to work, I'm just home chilling, watching Netflix. I'll go to bed and I'm not tired, so it's I'm just sitting there, trying to fall asleep.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Going through all this situation, do you guys feel more appreciative towards your teachers? All the things that they do for you in class and stuff like that?
Yeah, because I mean, I know a lot of my teachers were actually there for us, like how they are like right now. Like I know a lot of teachers right now, like if you want to talk, like most of them are open to that. Like they're like without a problem they'll talk to you. And like back then I have some teachers that I know that actually like care that much for us, you get me? So I appreciate that from coming from them.
Yeah, I mean, some of my teachers, I didn't really expect them to be like posting in Google Classroom, but most of them like are keeping up. So that means a lot, like that they're thinking of us. Even like it's been 3 weeks and I have a teacher that still posts daily. So like I know that I trust her.
JP, you talked about, talking to your counselor. Did you get, or you, your friend, do you know that, the counselors and the nurses are still there, like in case you guys need them?
Yeah, I heard about that. That's why I reached out to Ms. Cortez. It was just like for a question, but yeah, I heard that counselors and like all of them, they're still around. So I think that's good.
Do you think that most of your classmates, are aware of this, or is it something that you at least you found out because?
Well, I mean, they let us know like the last day we went to school. They let us know. I think like through a loudspeaker, or like our teachers let us know that. I mean, all these services were still going to be open. So I mean, I didn't find out through social media. I think I found out in school. So I mean, if I found out, I'm pretty sure a lot of kids were.
I think I got a text like saying that counselors.
Oh yeah.
And it said like I think it had a list of all the emails, or it took us to the website. One of the two.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Remind.
That's good because I mean, a lot of kids that might not gotten that email or text, whatever, don't know. But I'm glad that at least most of you did get it. Otherwise, that way you can spread the word. Let me see. Wrote a couple of questions here. You guys being an ASB, have you guys talked about like, or come up with ideas as to how you could have, some of the events that were canceled, in a safer way, like, I don't know, like a virtual prom or something like that. Have you guys come up with any ideas where, you could get together and still have some kind of event?
We tried, like, that's what we had a Zoom meeting for. Like, we tried to come up with like events to replace the ones that we didn't have at school. But honestly, like, there's only so much we could do. Like, there wasn't much stuff we could do online or like virtually. So, but I mean, we're still planning. We're still looking for things to do. So I think.
Yeah, the only one that we did, like, because we heard that Southwest was trying to have like this parade for graduation, and that's the one that we wanted to talk to Williams about, but there was never the Zoom meeting because they said that she was going to talk to like the seniors to see what we could have done for graduation and all that. And we were trying to tell her about a parade like for all seniors, and we could just drive by and get our certificates.
Kind of like
instead of having it through Zoom.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But yeah, I mean, because most of the things that are being decided is, in terms of, safety. And I don't know how you guys feel. Like, are you guys feeling like, oh, it's so-and-so doesn't want to do this, or so-and-so doesn't want to do it because they don't want to do it? Or do you understand that all of the things that have been canceled, like school, all these things are because of your guys' safety?
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I respect it too. I'm not going to like tell them to like, oh, let's have graduation the same day we're going to have it. I'm not going to force them. I respect it. And well, I mean, I think it's fair, but I don't think a virtual graduation is what I want either. So see if we can work our way around it.
Yeah, well, I know like at the end of the day, these things are small compared to what's really happening. So I don't really complain about it, but it just really sucks that we can't do much about it. And that's what really like.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you guys see the big picture and, understand that, there's bigger things going on and
yeah.
Ms. Lopez also wanted to see how do you guys see yourself moving forward, with this distance learning?
I think distance learning is like a little bit harder, and I feel like I don't know why I feel like somehow like the work that they're gonna give us like online is gonna be like a little bit more tough or longer than the one that they give us like in class. But I mean, we have to do what we have to do, so let's do it.
I don't think it'll be tough. I mean, it's usually just like Google Classroom, Google Forms. If anything, you could just like Google the answers.
Because something that I, from the teachers that I've talked to and from experience, when I took I took a couple online classes when I was in at IVC. I think this is a good way for you guys to prepare, like in case in the future you want to take online classes. Yeah. This is kind of like preparing you to kind of know how to manage your time. Be a little bit more what do you call it? What's the word? Responsible for managing time, doing stuff on your own. Because I mean, once you get to college or university, there's way more students than you, and these teachers aren't really there to know your name, and so this is a good way for you guys to kind of like prepare for be a little bit more responsible for your own things. So I mean, that's something that you guys should kind of like see as a getting prepared for that. What's one of the things that you guys miss the most from not being on school?
My friends. I don't know, just having something to look forward to. Because I mean, right now, like I'm pretty confused. Like I don't really know what's next. So I think that's the main thing. Like having something to look forward to.
I miss seeing like different people every day, because I mean, I'm pretty sure we all get tired of like seeing our family every day, and it's just like I want to like talk to someone, or just someone like different. I guess like other human interactions. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
So both of you haven't been outside, like I don't know, like to the store or...
I've gone out to Walmart probably like 3 times like this whole quarantine, but that's about it.
I went to Walmart last week. I think that's the last time I went out.
Okay. Yeah. I've been now to Walmart, but like just to pick up like outside. I've actually been inside the store for a while now.
Oh.
So
scary in there. Scary in there.
Oh really? Why?
Well, when I went, everyone was wearing like masks, gloves. It was creepy.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, and it's something that like to us, something that I'll never forget is 9/11. And for you guys, this is something that you'll never forget, because it's
it's actually pretty big.
It's huge. I mean, 9/11 was something that happened to our country, but this is something that's happening globally, and everybody's we're all going through it.
Right.
So if any of your teachers are out there listening or watching, do you guys have anything you want to let them know or thank them for anything?
I just want to thank them for all the time they're dedicating to us right now, and like I know that they're home too, so I mean they're still taking the time to like find work to give us, or like just to like send us messages every now and then. So I want to thank them for that, and that's to all my teachers, because I know all my teachers have been reaching out lately.
I wish I could thank them for the few months we had, even if it was short. They still did an amazing job my senior year, and thank them for keeping up throughout these times too.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about that I didn't ask you, or we didn't talk about?
Now I just want to like tell people like stay positive. That I mean, obviously we're gonna get through this, everyone, and just stay clean, stay positive,
stay clean.
That's about it.
What can I think of?
Come on, man! You're the president. You should be able to think of something.
You have a lot of things to say.
There's a lot of things to say, but Let me think. Well, I just want everyone to also stay positive, and that even if like our time was cut short, I hope everyone made the best of it, because there's not going to be another senior year. So I hope everyone enjoyed the little bit we had. And at the end of the day, prom and grad night, they were just events. And the things that are happening right now are more important. So people really shouldn't be like getting mad over it, because they need to see the whole situation.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you guys are seeing, the big picture, and you guys are staying positive. I can understand for those people who are mad or are disappointed, but there's really nothing anybody can do. It's nobody's fault. These things just, they don't happen often, but when they do, there's nothing we can do. And I'm glad to see you guys, and you guys are doing good. Sorry I woke you up early.
Nah, it's cool.
That's one of the pros of Zoom meetings. It keeps us awake.
Yeah, and you don't have to really get dressed or anything. I'm not wearing any pants. You can only see my. And I'm just kidding, but yeah, thank you guys for taking this time. Say hi to your mom and dad, JP and Diego.
Say hi to your family for me.
Luis, I will. You guys stay safe. Wash your hands.
You too, and shout out to all our frontline workers too.
Yeah.
I had to thank them too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Thank you so much for taking this time. If you have any other friends that might want to come on and talk about how they're going through this, and the situations, let them know. You guys have my email. Have them send me an email, and I'll have them on. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.